Alright. Hello and welcome to Spyro Season Vice. Any percent. So, interestingly enough, I actually learned this run just for Spyrothon, and it really stood out to me because in comparison to all the other GBA games, this one has a lot less representation, and I don't know, I feel like it's a pretty dope game overall, and I wanted to give it a try. The main thing that defines any percent is that you need to get all 100 fairies. And there's many different ways to get those fairies, and I'll show you as I go along. As soon as I press yes, timer starts. So 3, 2, 1. Alright, so first fairy is really easy, it's just in front of you. To free the fairies, you have to flame them no matter what. What you saw there, not a very good one, actually really slow, but it's kind of like the super hover, where if by an edge you hover with the correct timing, you get more height out of it. And I'll be using that throughout the run. So in this level, there's a couple different things you have to do to get all the fairies. One of which is a common theme throughout the entire game, you need to kill all the enemies, as well as some other random tasks in games in different levels. In this level, for example, there's sandcastles and you have to kill them. There's lighthouses that you have to light up. And there's a few fairies laying around. So actually what's super important in this game is the order in which you do everything, because when you complete something 9 out of 10 times, it'll warp you somewhere. And of course, if you're warped somewhere, it's faster than just moving there. It's that one. And as you all probably tell, kind of hard with the depth perception. Those enemies are really annoying, have a lot of range to them. So right there, I just destroyed all the sandcastles, and now I get a fairy. Similarly, destroy all the enemies, get a fairy. And light up the lighthouse, get a fairy. That's it for that level. So now we're off to the second level, and actually something that's pretty important to note is what we end on. Killing all the enemies will always lead you to the exit level portal. However, that's not always most optimal, like in that specific situation. Here though, it is important to end on killing all the enemies, because that is faster. Here we have to, I guess, hit the spike ball into a spring. I don't really know what this is. It's the only way you can kill those birds up there. And flaming those is extremely annoying. You also have to destroy these plants. I'm going to use the damage boost right here to get a little higher up. Oh, that's way too high. I'm just going to destroy this. Reset it. This one, you just go straight across. Yeah. Depending on how you hit it, like, it hits it at a different angle. And, like I said, depth perception in this game, not too good. I do have to collect all the fairies. So you'll be seeing a lot of flaming of those things too, where I should be perfectly lined up. Something that you'll notice, and hopefully you won't, honestly, but a lot of enemies in this game have very, very far knockback for whatever reason. So getting hit is extremely scary. This level it's not too bad, because falling off doesn't mean instant death. No, how is this? Perfect. Killing the enemy there saves a little bit of time, but it's okay. I can grab him later. I want to be very careful and make sure I grab all the enemies here, and actually I'm pretty sure I missed one. Yeah, that would have been bad and caused a lot of backtracking. Now I can flame this, get this, and luckily the last enemy is right here. Now we're warped at the end of the level. This should be the last fairy, and in this case we're actually going to use the exit portal. Gem count is kind of important. You only need gems to open up the sparks levels. So typically I don't really pay attention to my gem count. It's not really necessary. There's enough lying around that you're able to find them on your own. This level, the platforming is especially weird. Visually. Didn't get those over there. Keep on getting the slow one. There's one that's an animation that's really fast. It's important to walk off the edges in places like that. Oh my god, the thieves. Okay, so thief in this game, very different than in the other Spyros, where usually you are able to flame them. Here you have to charge them, which turns into a lot of shenanigans. There's different ways you can trap them. There I got him one, he was trying to turn around a corner, which typically is how you want to be doing it. Gotta ring some bells. So the important part here is that I ring them in the correct order. Notice there how I waited out his attack. It's really bad is if he hits you and then you go off and you have to reset from the beginning. When you die, the level basically resets itself in a lot of aspects. I'm pretty sure in this level, for example, you'd have to go back and light all the candles. In the last two levels, it would have been the plants and the sandcastle. But all the enemies that you kill will remain dead. All the enemies in this game have such great range, I don't know why. That's a really good example of how overpowered their range is. If I ring the bells out of order, it automatically resets and brings me back to the guy, and he gets all mad at me for whatever reason. Oh my god. I'd like to show off at least one fast one. I think it's a small optimization. so we're not going to go through the portal here because we haven't gotten all the fairies. Luckily, we don't have to do as much maneuvering through the level with the last bell. Turns out you can just fly across and you'll get there eventually. So in this segment of the run, we're going to do the homeworld. Homeworld typically has things you have to flame or destroy of some sort. In this case, it's pumpkins. You have to light them all up, and there's also a few scattered fairies like this one right here. Go. Ooh, that could have been very bad. It's just faster to go up there than to get there the intended way. Just talking to Hunter and he does the explanation of how to jump. What's that last one? Oh, it's up here. Good, we skipped that. That's an annoying text box. That's where he would be teaching you how to jump. That's it for the homeworld here. Pretty straightforward, honestly. Nothing too crazy. Just a lot of knowing a route. And the first Sparks level. So the main thing that I do differently here in comparison to the current world record holder is he actually like kills things. I just run past everything. I don't know. I think it's faster to run past because you know there's scattered health everywhere. Not only that, but I think death abuse is also pretty fast, which will do. Oh, I don't know if I'll make it to the point I would like to. It's okay. Luckily, after you die, all those enemies are going to be cleared out, or the immediate ones at least, making it a little bit easier to get out of here. It's not good. I'm a little bit low on health. So the interesting thing about this game is that you could just press B and hold it down to shoot. If you tap it, your shots actually come out a lot faster. And if you played this game casually as a child, you probably struggled a lot with the speedways. And that's the exact reason why. This is a strat I found, is that you can kind of track him into this corner. Oops, facing the right way. And he won't spawn any enemies to get near you or hurt you. The world record holder, what he does is he actually just runs around and tries to avoid everything, but I don't know, it's just slow. Also, thanks for the good luck, everyone. Appreciate it. And now we have our first speedway. And like I said, speedways, when I was first learning this, it actually killed me. There's two different routes. There's a normal and a hard, and the only difference is your starting timer. There's a random assortment of things you have to do. In this case, these give me gems, which aren't too important. But what is important is to get these gems, so that way when I go back and do the hard route, it's the same exact kind of setup, but instead of getting gems, I'll be getting extra seconds. It just makes it that much easier. Now I have to flame the yellow ones, which give me time. The red, if I hit them, nothing happens. And if I hit the blue, gem will spawn. Not really important, so I'm gonna ignore everything that isn't a yellow. Also, really fun fact, the coloring on my TV is actually terrible. So in that case, I couldn't even see that yellow one. So I have to be super careful. I also really struggle on this TV with fish. Now, fish in Spyro 2. So all these things that are giving me gems right now, they'll be giving me extra time when I do it in the hard mode. Which, for the first one, isn't too important. I think I could do it without getting all the extra seconds. But moving forward, it'll come in a lot. In this case, we're breaking rocks. It's kind of a little hard to tell the difference between which rocks are and are not breakable. And again, I tend to try and spam A here, or flame, whatever you choose to use as flame. And each one has a final boss, very similar to this. Just flies around in circles, tries to hit you. If it hits you, you lose 3 seconds. And I got kind of close, but it's okay. So now we're gonna go back and do the hard mode and get a different fairy. Yes, this is directly after Spyro 3 in late 2000. This is the first GBA game, next being Season of Flame, and then following that, I think they did Attack of the Rhinox. So again, it's just a nice little thing, getting a second back here instead of losing that second. Definitely would rather take the time over the gems. And I don't know if this is a thing on purpose, or something that just I've noticed, but I feel like during the hard mode, you always get a lot more of these yellow ones in comparison to the red ones. And that carries through all the speedways that you have to do in this game. Wow, that was really bad. Yikes. I missed that. These are the easiest one because you could just line up and they're all just fly into it. We'll do the easy one. Stop. No, it's okay. That's yeah. Break rocks. This is straightforward enough. This is by far, I think it was the hardest thing for me to learn. Especially because, I had no idea that mashing was just better. Here's an example of what happens when you get hit. Just lose time. Cool. So from 9 to 34, wow, that's quite an improvement. Okay. And that's actually it for the first homeworld. Easy enough. So now we're going to continue on to our second one, and I saw in chat that someone pointed out that part of what makes this game annoying is that right now you actually didn't need to collect all the fairies to open up this door. But I think it's the second level in here that I'll be going to, you will have needed to collect every single fairy so far. And it's just annoying. Oh yeah, I don't think I mentioned this. The entire plot of this game is that this guy gets a headache and he gets very frustrated with it, so he freezes all the fairies. It's not their best work, but it's something. Okay, Hummingbird Fort, actually probably my least favorite level. Here especially, what's really hard is you have to kill the enemies. Hello? In a very specific order. Okay, and I already died, that's great. Well, let's get that out of our system now. Here you have to light campfires, as well as open up bird cages. And there's those really long-range enemies that I just cannot stand. They ruin my day. And there you saw, I just hit into its hitbox. So those hitboxes stay out a very long time, and it's very important that I do not kill that guy. It'll save me a lot of time later on. So far, one death, not too bad. Kind of expected, honestly. Anything though with like its spear is generally so bad to get hit by because they really launch you. Especially if they're like running at you. Okay. Oh. Always very afraid to open up this one because it kind of knocks you back. So if you go at it at the wrong angle, you could just be hit off. And here's where killing that last guy before really comes into play. Or I should say not killing that guy before earlier in the level. So now when we free this hummingbird, it takes us back here. Oh shoot, this is gonna be bad. Get hit, don't get hit. Oh good. Avoided that. The last fire is right there. And now I'll just make my way over. You can kill him. Easily the most optimal way to do this level is to let that guy stay alive. Yeah, so had I died at any other point, I would have had to go back and the hummingbirds would have still be free, but none of the fires would have been lit. So, a lot of backtracking there. Whoops. Very similar concept in this one. I'll be, what is this level? I need to light candles of some sort, which is like a very common theme in this game. You don't want to talk to him. Anything that throws things on a general level, unfun. Very annoying. Okay, so right here I have to use that super hover to get up here. Again, I got the slow one. I want to show you guys the fast one. Super sick. And this is a pretty tight jump, so hopefully... There we go. That's tight. I'm actually really happy I got the first try. Definitely something I struggle with usually. Oh, you guys all know this. Famous mystery jar. Again, for whatever reason, a lot of things in this game you can only charge and flame won't do anything. Which again, not a problem. But, just more time consuming. Another thief here. This one cutting it off is super hard. Oh, nice! Usually I have to go around and do that 2 or 3 times. Still haven't found a very optimal way to go about. No. Oh, that's so annoying. So as you see, I kind of just got hit into all the hitboxes there, and there's nothing I can really do about it. The bad thing is, I have to go back and relight those lamps, and on top of that, I also have to do this jump. Oh, there's a super sick one. I got a lot of height off that one, which is good. Nice. So I have to light these lamps, as well as do breaking open of this again. But, you know, still not as bad. A lot of the enemies are cleared out, so we'll take it. Yeah, I just really don't like the function of how the enemies that throw things at you tend to be very overpowered. I got comboed pretty badly there. It's a little bit of a tight jump as well, but I don't think I've ever missed it before. I'm thinking there has to be a faster way to kill these guys than to just bait them until falling. I don't know. Yes, it's this way. I'm doing the right thing. And again, back at the beginning of the level, but this time I'm gonna go up. Ends up working out pretty nicely just by the way the mystery jar leads you throughout the level. So if you don't know about that super hover, imagine it's casual to annoying because the mystery jar is towards the end of the level if you were to do it the intended way. Got everything I needed over here. And over here, I have to be very careful not to flame. I don't want to flame this. I want to kill this guy first. Because if not, I'd have to backtrack all the way over there just to kill that one guy. And I've done that plenty of times. The mystery jar's here. And in this game, like, for whatever reason, in all of the mystery jars, there's like a physical character that's stuck in there, which is just unsettling. And that's not good. It didn't warp me. It means I missed an enemy somewhere. And I'm gonna bet you what happened was I flamed that last lamp too fast. And that the dying animation didn't finish. Which is a thing in this game for whatever reason. So we're gonna do a little bit of backtracking. If not, I'll have to look throughout the level for the one enemy I missed. Oops. So it wasn't him. Oh, well, that's fine. I'll just die. Down here. Kill the guys over here, yeah. What I used to do was I'd kill this guy here, but there's still another one down here. But it seems like I killed him in this specific run. So, away we go. No idea really where this... Oh, there you are. That should be the last one. Alright. Not ideal. That's okay. And now, there's little ice shards throughout this level that we need to flame to get a fairy. Why that is the case, not entirely sure. No. Wow. Oh, and that's not even the right ledge. Hopefully I avoid this text box here with Bianca. And always annoying to have to talk to her. And there you are. Should be, yes, 5 out of 5. And we have another speedway. With every speedway, they get a little bit harder on top of, you know, usually a little bit of a change in scenery. Here, point out the changes. This is pretty much the same. The order in which you do things is not. It never ends up the same. That's unfortunate. So as you can see, only one of them in this case is giving me gems, which means if I were to do this in a harder mode, only one of them would be giving me a second, make it a little bit harder. I didn't grab that gem along. Pretty over-gemmed, honestly. Each Sparks level requires like 500. So, I'm set. Kind of the nice thing about this game, you don't really have to focus on gems. So there's ways to set yourself up. There's a few different ways these things can spawn, and ideally it is possible to set yourself up so that way you can get them all super fast, like right here. But didn't really get any that time. Here, fighting the two bosses at once is fun. And there goes one. There's the other. 23 seconds to spare. Let's see how well I do in hard mode. On a very general level, I think the GBA games have like the best music across the board. These are some bops, honestly. Some things about movement that I haven't really talked about. You can't charge out of glide, which is very annoying. And charge gliding, or charge jumping in general, is just very weak. It sends you at a downward angle, which doesn't really let you get distance off of it. Wow, I didn't hit any of those. Or that one. Wow. This is why I like to be lazy and I don't mash there, but you should mash A there. And also here, but I don't do that either. I don't necessarily think it's faster, it's just more consistent. This can go wrong. Getting very good RNG here. Ooh, my time is very low. hopefully that'll solve itself. No, dude, that's not what I want to be seen. This is like the most ideal one to get. Oh, and I didn't hit that last one as I'm talking about how this is like the ideal setup. It's funny. Nice. Missing some stuff. Wow, I depleted that one so fast. Holy moly. That was really good. This is also a contender for my least favorite level. Just because everything. Although the challenge in this one is very unique. I'll give you that. So these enemies have beehives and they have infinite rage for whatever reason, so I'm gonna be dying a lot. Also, if you get hit by those giant, terrifying looking bee thing, shoot. Okay, here's to not gaming over. But yeah, those giant, terrifying bee things hit you a mile away. They're very annoying. And after I kill them, there's something. Yeah, okay, so there I just bonked into the floor, and that's because charge hit sends you at a very, very bad angle. Nope, I don't belong down here. I don't know why. Sometimes those enemies just send you at crazy angles. And I was very fortunate there. I'm not gonna lie, I held my breath. Is this step? Okay, I made it anyway, so that's good. I always forget that fairy for whatever reason. I made it a point to get here first. Oh, so here, there's a flower up here. I'll just show you. And you have to flame the beehive and bring the bee to the flower. And the fact that I got that second try is actually very impressive. That particular bee is very hard to get to its flower. The rest are pretty straightforward. Kind of just walking over there. Just the way stairs work in this game make it more frustrating than it needs to be. Not gonna get that flower just yet there. I don't even know what to call that. It's not a flower, it's like a honeycomb-esque thing. Wow. I also can't run too fast. If I run too fast, the bee will just go back to its hive. This is like a continual thing where the professor is time traveling throughout the entire game, and a little odd, but we'll accept the professor for what he is. And now we're back here. Wait, no, I can jump from over here. This game lags out a lot at certain points. And for whatever reason, that is one of them. All this right here. It's okay. I don't want to leave through the portal. Glad that nightmare level's over. I'll go back to the Sparks level, grabbing that just in case. And after this, we'll be done with the second homeworld. Again, if you watch World Record, the runner decides to kill a lot of the enemies. I just don't want to do that. I think it's slow. So I'm just gonna tank some damage. My way to where I need to go. I think it's an actual crime that Sparks didn't get his own GBA game, like a full-length one. But that's just Sparks' #1 fan talk. So as you can tell, there's blue, there's red, there's green, and I'm going to the wrong door. Bummer, that just wasted a lot of time. There's blue, green, red, and purple colored butterfly. And the blues here would give you health. The green, red, and purple are all forms of super shots. In this case, they're not too important, so I'll be running past them for the most part. But purple is one shot, and it kills everything on the screen. The green is a quick shot, and the red homes in on enemies. Typically, I think the more valuable, I like the green a lot, but I don't necessarily know what is not faster. That's the red one that I grabbed earlier. I'm probably gonna die here. The bosses have no health in this game, which is very frustrating. The only way you can really tell they're down on health is right now that guy is red, and that's just his health bar. Change his color. Hello? I've never had that happen. It didn't give me the fairy. What? That's so weird. Did it? It didn't give me the fairy. I have to do that over again. I guess somebody clipped that. Because that's never happened to me. I don't know what causes that. I don't know why. Sick. Well, hopefully you guys like that level. Hopefully you guys like Sparks, because I love Sparks. Try and do this a little faster. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. Can't do it fast if you're doing it wrong. Oh no. I went the wrong way again. Lovely. I'm actually very frustrated right now at the fact that it didn't give me the fairy. I thought for a second I just discovered some really cool animation skip and that I was gonna go down as a legend in the I was gonna go down as a legend in the Season of Ice speedrun community, but I guess not, you know. Hopefully, that's like a game thing, and not a cartridge thing. That makes sense, because hate to have something happen again. Nope, wrong way. I am just flustered over here, man. How dare this game ruin Spyrothon for you lovely people? I mean, it didn't ruin it, but definitely is something worth being frustrated over. I already... Cool, close the door on me. That's another thing this game likes to do. Oh no, that's not good. I accidentally grabbed the purple one, which gets rid of all my shot. But now you see what the purple one does, and it does absolutely nothing during final bosses. And it's fantastic that they put it there, because, you know, the player really needs it. Okay, this time. I got it. So that was a fantastic 3-minute time loss. Now we're ready to go into the first boss fight of this game. Grendor's Lair. Actually, as a boss, really not that bad. So you damage abuse. It turns out that as he tries to drop on you, you can just hit him. You trade with the charge and come out on top. So the cue I use is I wait for the bubble to get big. I just wait a split second and start charging. Works. Oh, as I say, it works. Nice little curse right there. Still, good cycle. Only messed up one of them. Get a fairy out of this. Of course, we're just gonna skip all the text and dialogue. I've actually never like read that before, so I don't really know what they tell you anything. Right. Luckily, you can't die in the homeworlds, so I kind of just try and charge through everything as fast as I can and hope for the best. Nice. Alright, so now we're in Roman City, and these guys should all look relatively familiar to you, or at least the guys you're trying to help out. I believe they're Spyro 3 characters. I just died. It's fantastic. I hope I don't game over. The only reason why I'd be worried about that is the thief in this level is kind of challenging and does require that you possibly end up dying. I'm not spacing this correctly. Yeah, that's why we don't like the slow one, because when you gotta go high, it takes a super long time. That whole hover technique is very interesting. I'm not entirely positive how it works. I notice that you have to just hover right when you get next to a ledge. If I had to guess, it has something to do with the camera angle. But again, not entirely positive. Just glad it exists. Makes the routing for these games a whole lot easier. I didn't want to risk it, especially when I'm like kind of a little low on lives. Usually I would flame that and go straight down, but if it's not really well timed, you're gonna get hit into the water every day of the week. And you can see the leaf. Okay. I like him on this side personally, so we're over there. We're not gonna move him over there. Shoot. This is the best corner to get him in, because he does kind of do a little dance over here when he's cornered. Shoot, I didn't hold down charge long enough. And there I got too close to him. This is where a lot of my time loss is in this level. I just can't time this for the life of me. And again, if you do mess this up, pretty large chance of you dying. And also you don't want to chase him around because he goes through all the really tight corners. Like these, where if you just don't turn correctly, which, you know, with the depth perception of this game is very easy, as I almost just did there. Oh no, don't go this way. I'm gonna have to follow him around the full level now. Oh my god. This is like the one thing I was really worried about messing up. Because this is just like, this isn't even like a speed tactic. This is just like, this is a very casual aspect of the game. Shoot, man. I get him stuck in this corner usually. Not the one he's currently stuck in. I don't know why he's not going in where I want him in. Oh my goodness. I'm trying. Yeah, there's a thief. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate that. No. That's exactly what we didn't really want. These people really like candles. I think they just didn't have a lot of creativity, if you ask me. So now what really sucks is I have to go through and break all these glasses and also relight all the candles. So at least I got the fast one there. Cool, I already freed you. So believe it or not, even after all this, I'm still like on pace with my best seg. I think. Oh no, I'm officially not anymore. That was almost very bad on my end. Hello? Oh. The depth got to me there. I thought it was floating in the air. I'm so confused. Alright, take two. Please get stuck in the corner. I want you in. Okay, this is where I usually have him stuck. Oh no! I don't want to do this fast. There we go. It took me a while. About time. Just down. This across here. Free the free the guy who's stuck inside the mystery jar for whatever reason. Wow, that was not a good jump, but it gave it to us. Oh, that really blows a lot. Wow. Did I mention there's a death abuse I have to do in this level? So, looking at a game over at this point. At some point, it's looking pretty likely. I actually don't need to do a lot of this stuff now. Gotta keep to what's necessary. Yeah, and this is like the very frustrating thing, both casually and as a speedrun. Like, you lose so much. In this level specifically, you lose a lot. You lose both the candles and the mystery jar. Luckily, thief stays gone, right? Yeah. Making sure. I'm gonna death abuse here. Shit brings you back to the level. Dude, that's the exact same reason, Phoenix, why I was just like, oh no, it's spawned in the air, because I'm going through it. I was so confused. I think you exit here. That's so missed. I mean, to be fair, I don't think they have... If they can't light a candle, they can't melt the fairy, and I'm going the wrong way already. You know? I think that's a fair assessment, right? Ah, okay. Almost missed that. I think in this level, thankfully, there are a lot of 1-ups. However, not thankfully, this is also an enemy with a lot of, level with a lot of dumb enemies. Nice. I don't know what determines when you trade with enemies, but it sure does happen a lot. Wow, that was really bad. Okay, we got the fast one at least. Climbing up the walls in this level takes forever because they're higher than most other levels. In this level, we're collecting pencils because the professor's a nerd apparently. And he needs pencils for like a scientific project or some crap. Hello? Please tell me that I got enough momentum there. I was walking into the ferry. Kinda messed me up. Desperately need you. This one actually I think has like the most sick. So the good thing though is that go this way. The good thing though is that I keep the pencils, and also the one thing this game has going for it in terms of the way dying works is that, as you'll see, the health jars respawn. So I'll get some lives back. And since I died once but collected 2, there'll actually be a net positive in the amount of lives I have. Just like the one thing we have going for us right now. And again, a lot of this is just movement and knowledge based, movement and route knowledge. I think this is the hardest trick in the category. These things are solid on the top, so you can actually land on them. Use that to get across the map once I'm up there. That was very bad. The speech box on the professor here is so big, I don't think there's any way for you to avoid it. This is definitely the level with the most of these tricks. You have to get that super hover. So it's good that I'm getting a lot of the fast ones rather than slower ones. Oh, pencil. Oh no. I'm thinking of the wrong part of the game. That's not where you go. Silly me. Good thing I noticed. You go up here. Maybe you don't. Yep. Silly. That is super duper silly me. We actually don't want to get that pencil yet. So when we destroy all the pencils, it'll leave us right here. And when we collect them, it warps us to the professor. Again, for whatever reason, the game really lags out there. It doesn't sound pleasant at all. Officially at 66 fairies. I didn't need to go up as high as I did. I'd go faster to go up that way. Again, GBA has the best bangers. This is not the way I'm supposed to go. My apologies. Go up here. This. Luckily, I think we can flame. Yeah. So even if you don't make that, it's not the end of the world. I used to think that you'd have to do like super hover there, but not necessary. We're not going to flame this one. It becomes important at the end. Oh. Yikes. That's unfortunate. I've never died on this level, so I'm not exactly positive what does and does not reset. So we're gonna do some learning together. So it's very obvious that these fans reset, buttons reset. No, they do not. Okay, so I don't have to flame all that. That's nice at least. Oh duh, I need to go over here. I'd just be lighting up the light. I need to determined. It doesn't need to be lit up. No way. Shoot. Again, that's the very annoying thing about this game, is that all the enemies push you off so easily. And that's like what every enemy is like designed to do, just push you off. Determined I do not need to go up there. I actually think this is the only level in the whole game. Oh no, I did that out of order. Shoot. Oh well, I'll have to make my way back over there. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, this is the only level in the whole game where it's given a fairy for killing the enemies. Interestingly enough. This is gonna be another really big time loss. All this backtracking, and why knowing the route and when to hit what specifically is so important. Lesson learned, I guess. Last fairy's up here. I actually just grab this. And oh boy, another speedway. Ain't that lovely? So what is introduced here is mini bosses. They're actually kind of difficult, but so is just about every other aspect of speedways. What was hiding? I don't think there was any way I could have gotten it. Luckily, killing these things is a lot easier when you mash. The way those things work is you have to kill the big one before all the small ones. Which, like, makes sense, I guess. Or you have to kill the small ones before you kill the big one. I don't remember which way I said it, but that's what I meant. The small ones, then the big ones. It's a really good spacing for me. This boss is actually so crazy hard. Hopefully it doesn't get to the crazy hard part, but seeing as if I just got hit by him there. Yeah, he wasn't able to get to the hard part. He starts flying around the screen at crazy high speeds. So that's normal mode. Now we just got hard mode. that free time right here. Yeah. Oh no, that's not good. It's very hard to reset yourself into like an optimal position, which is tending to be in this little area right here. Once you get to everything very fast, the way they spawn makes it kind of hard to get there sometimes without taking damage. Oh, that's really not good. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, good he didn't get into Super Saiyan speed. Just for a little bit of reference, by now world record would be done 3 minutes ago. Oh, I'm too high up. Definitely too high up. You're trying to get the Sprix level. I'm actually gonna stop and get this guy just in case I forget later. Boy, oh boy. Really love the depth here. Got money bags. Pay him off. And like I said, I haven't really been paying attention to gem counts at all. Which is kind of nice. I'm really hoping that, we don't get a despawn. Although what does happen here is the keys will despawn. That's not unheard of. Luckily this one's showing up. That's good. Ah, that was not the thing I should have grabbed. It's okay though. Okay, so the key's not there. And I don't know why that is. Is it here now? No, so I might have to leave the level. I'm just gonna try one thing. Actually, where are all the enemies, dude? Literally nothing spawned. From this point on. Alright, the key's there. So, yeah. Oh, great. Glad you guys decided to show up. It's always a good idea to load into your own game. No, dude, I was saving up so many of the green things. This would be helpful for that last boss, but if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, I guess. Okay. What? Hello? Did this boss just not load in its entirety? It's in its final stage. Okay. That's so weird. I don't know what causes any of that. But hey, we'll take it. Usually that's like an entire caterpillar, but you guys only got to see like the head of it, you know? Hopefully that makes sense. It's like one of those things where it's just like, oh, you gotta kill the body before you kill the rest of it type deal. That's a really good example of why charging off ledges is bad. Had I gone too far there, I would have just missed that flower completely and had to backtrack the putt. This has been such an interesting run. Between things just not showing up and me not being given my fairy. At some point I do want to pause and double check that I have every single fairy. you don't really care too much for what he has to say. I'm just gonna run right past him. I'm going the wrong way. Nice. So during this point, there's a fairy I'm supposed to pick up. However, I grab all the mushrooms in a different way, so I don't grab that fairy. Not sure what the exact correct route would be, but we'll grab it later on. That, besides that one I just was talking about, we've basically done every single homeworld fairy, which is pretty nice. This guy is slow. The cool thing about this level is you collect Wi-Fi. And also, when you jump from certain places, since you're at a higher vantage point going to a lower point, you can actually just straight up... that was not the right way to go. We are fine. Straight up snipe them out of the air, and it makes you feel pretty cool. Yeah, this is what I know. I almost could do it there. I was actually pretty confident I could. I didn't time the flame right. If not, I would have gotten that. World Record does this a little differently. We'd be grabbing this fairy and then going counterclockwise. So you'd flame that first, basically, then grab the fairy. I think it's faster. Dang it. Yeah, I did. And I need some fodder. Pretty badly. I don't know what these are. They're like snow dogs. Very interesting. Ah, don't you dare. Don't you dare. At least I did all the, I don't have to destroy all of the things again. And I don't think I have to collect Wi-Fi stuff. I won't know that in right now. I have no Wi-Fi here. That's cool. And luckily that was towards the end of the level, so I was just going through the motions here. Had I had to go back and like flame everything, I'd be a little bit more frustrated. It's late, it's been a long day. I do what needs to be done. Have this guy up here. Yeah, go this way. And that's not good, because I'm missing a fairy. I'm trying to think where that came from. Did I grab it? No, that's not where we're going. Yeah, Yeah, this is what I missed. Alright, that was an easy find. So yeah, the Wi-Fi makes the rocket fly. Don't ask me. And in this case, we do want to go level. I'm going to Dusty Trails. Fruit salad, yummy, yummy. Hell yeah, dude. Oh no. I'm now realizing I don't think we were supposed to go to the portal. It's fine though. I'll get up. Oh. It's actually that ferry that we needed to get before. Sick. Well, grab it now. But yeah, go to the Dusty Trails first. I have to grab that ferry on the way out. Yeah, dude. I think a lot of people know the fruit salad song. I don't understand the music to this level at all. It's like cute and stuff, but like it doesn't fit the tone of the level. I believe it's the last thief is in this world. And lucky enough, like, it's the easiest thief to get. So I won't really be struggling with that anymore. Now we are in yet another bad position. Part of the level. I'm very glad that I'm able to remember when to go where. Again, the slow one. I guess that's fine. More frustrating than anything. Right. So here's how we get the thief. Line yourself up with this. Oh no! Wow. That just blows. I don't think I've ever died this many times in one of these runs. It used to happen to me early on, because I would just forget where all the enemies were. Or just forget where something is, so like, all the enemies would be done. Like, I left one there, that would have been bad. So I guess the backtracking is pretty good. Great, clean that. Yeah, you line yourself up with this guy. Oh, it was a little high. It's okay. Oh. There we go. Just basically run forward, and you'll run into him. Oh god. I'm gonna say it's this way. Good. Jump straight down. All the way over to a line that's right here. And that's gonna be the last one. run off. Kill this guy. Last enemy. Should be the last fairy of the level. Yep. Good, that means I didn't forget anything. Done. Fortunately lost a lot of time there. Just to let you know, Phoenix, I'm probably estimated to finish around the 140 mark, pending very heavily on how this goes. Again, world record likes to take his time and kill off his enemies. I don't find it optimal. They're relatively easy to maneuver around. And guess what didn't spawn? Hello, what happened there? Boy, these keys are actually really killing me. Like, spawned that time. That's not what I wanted. Wonder what causes the despawn? More importantly, what causes them to spawn? At one point I thought it was the amount of enemies you killed, but sometimes the enemies don't spawn. So that can't be it. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm gonna die. I made very bad plays there on how to maneuver around. I should have just gone down. Could have gone. Okay, so here's where collecting these red butterflies is actually so important. I want to be going into the final stage of this boss with about 90 of them. If I get that, I'll be very happy. 60. And 90. Good. Sick. And just do another boss cap? Dude. Ain't happening. I forget what the speedway is, if being totally honest. Oh wait, no I don't. Wait. That was it. Okay, this is the last speedway and the last level we really go into. Again, comes down to if I got every fairy, which I'm pretty sure I did. But this kind of just combines everything the other speedways, as well as adds this little flair to it of cute UFOs. I always feel bad for shooting these things. As you can tell, there's only sometimes when you kill off like a major enemy that it'll give you the sound of getting time back, and that's because I guess the GBA couldn't handle all the sound files at once, so it kind of just drops one of it like out of random. once more shooting with some form of flying enemy. None of this is new. Speedways, I guess that's kind of true for, well, it's not true for the console games. Wow, that's really not good. The final boss here is actually very frustrating because he is invulnerable when he's red, right? But he's also invulnerable longer than that just because they didn't make the animation match when he's actually invulnerable. So there's just times when he's invulnerable and you just have no way of knowing. Sick, dude. I'm not spacing this correctly at all. I fail this, which would be a massive time loss. Oh, no. Sick. 31 seconds to spare. Not too bad. Worst speedway of the game? I'm telling you, dude, if you go back and instead you just mash A instead of holding it down, it's so much easier. And also a lot of it comes down to just getting a good pattern, which is like unfortunate. I missed a lot of those, that's not good. Is it bank on these guys fast? Good start. Excellent start. I was really lucky, I was just in the right time, in the right place at the right time. And I was very unlucky, I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. There's nothing really I could have done there. I needed to get back to that position. What do we call it? Cutting it close with this. And then I have to check my fairy count after this. Make sure I have, I should have 98 at this point. After I get this fairy from... I have 98, we're all good to go. That's not true, I should have 97. Technically speaking, you're collecting 99 fairies. And the final boss gives you the 100. Okay, so here I just got a very bad pattern. It's harder to hit him when he's going in a circle like that. This is the pattern we want. Because a lot of his invulnerability is when he's in a position that it's very easy for me to hit him. Again, a bad pattern. This isn't good. Oh wait. Like one more. Here we go. It was kind of close, but we did it, boys. $98, sick. This corner's a little hard, just so that way you can cut this one. A lot of the times it'll just end up pushing you off like it just had. Now the final boss is exactly like the other boss, just more health. This should go fairly fast. Time is on credits. That's exactly what we don't want to happen. That's just me charging too soon. And that's me charging too late. It's okay though. That's not okay. How many lives do I have left? 3. Those 3 lives. Yikes. If I mess up again, I'm gonna go grab health. Hopefully I don't. That's rough. I don't know why that happened. Fortunately though, it does not reset the battle, as you can see. So his health is at the same point. However, he's a strong player. Don't know the exact number of hits it'll take, but I take a few. Just trading hits is so helpful and saves a lot of time. Should be one more, I think. Yeah. That's time. So, my apologies for being very off with my estimate. When I submitted this game, I hadn't ran it before, so about 2 hours would be how long it would take me. Honestly, I think this game doesn't get nearly enough love as it deserves. I definitely got frustrated with it a lot of times, but I also just didn't know the strats. So, I don't know, if you enjoy Season of Flame, which I believe we will be having up next, definitely consider checking out Season of Ice. Very similar games, overall solid time. Shoutouts to everyone watching right now, and you're about to see a super sick run with Wally and Deo Man doing chargeless any percent. Oh no, we actually have Season of Flame. I totally forgot about that. Alright, so that'll be sick.